I'll admit it. When she first laughed, it felt like a knife twisting all over again. Her voice cut through the cold courtroom, sharp and brittle as broken glass. Half your millions, and that estate of your grandmother's. Mine, too. The gallery tittered. Even her lawyer smirked. She thought she had me. For a long time, I let her believe it. I married Claire 10 years ago. Back then, she radiated warmth and light, or so I thought. We built memories in the estate my grandmother left me. Hallowed halls scented with lavender and polished wood, every corner carrying her presence. I told Claire was untouchable, sacred. She nodded, kissed me. Promise to protect it, too. Promises rot fast when greed sneaks in. At first, I ignored the signs. Late nights, sudden taste for expensive wine. Hush phone calls she ended the moment I entered the room. I told myself love demanded patience. But patience is a meal betrayers feed on. The truth hit one night when I opened her laptop and found a document she'd forgotten close. A draft email to her lawyer. She was planning to strip me bare. Accounts, shares, the estate. Every line dripped with contempt, as though I were merely an obstacle between her and the life she thought she deserved. I remember the cold that settled in me then. Not anger, just silence. That silence saved me. I didn't confront her. Not once. That would have ruined everything. Instead, I became a shadow. First, I moved my liquid assets quietly, legally, precisely. Shell companies, trusts, transfers timed so carefully even her lawyer couldn't trace them. Then came the estate, the jewel she wanted most. I buried it where no law, no court, and certainly no Claire could ever reach. Under a heritage trust in my grandmother's name, disqualifying any claimant not a direct bloodline. The paperwork was airtight. Meanwhile, I let her spend. Designer dresses, first-class flights with friends, all from joint accounts I knew she'd drain. I let her believe she was clever, that she was winning. The irony was exquisite. Every dollar she wasted, every move she made, only tightened the noose I had been weaving. By the time divorce proceedings began, Claire was radiant with arrogance. She strode into the courtroom like a queen arriving for coronation. Her lawyer painted me as a cold, unfeeling millionaire who owed her everything. I said nothing. I let the show unfold. Then came the moment she couldn't resist, that cruel, triumphant laugh when she declared she'd take half my millions and estate. The judge raised an eyebrow. The gallery buzzed. Claire's eyes burned into me, waiting for me to crumble. I didn't. I reached into my briefcase, pulled out a thick envelope I prepared months ago, and slid across to the judge. Check again. I said, calm, almost bored, but the weight behind it shifted the room. The judge opened the envelope. Inside, certified documents, notarized filings, every thread of the web I had woven. He read, paused, and looked up at Claire. Then he laughed. Sharp, uncontrollable, silencing the courtroom. Mrs. Turner, he said, still smiling, you filed claims to assets that are no longer his. They were never yours. This estate belongs to his grandmother's trust. You, madam, have no claim. Color drained from her face. Her lawyer shuffled papers, stammering, searching for a lifeline that wasn't there. The courtroom murmured like a storm building. Claire's eyes darted to me, wide and disbelieving. I tilted my head just enough for her to understand. I let you walk into this trap. The judge continued, steady and almost amused. Furthermore, given the financial evidence, it appears the joint accounts were voluntarily depleted by Mrs. Turner. Mr. Turner, however, has maintained his assets through legitimate means. The court finds no basis for her claim to half his millions. Her earlier laughter now sounded grotesque, echoing in memory. The smirk was gone, replaced by trembling lips. She had played her hand too loudly. I had played mine in silence. When it was over, I stepped outside into the cold afternoon air. The sky was gray and heavy, but I felt lighter than I had in years. Claire emerged minutes later, eyes red, perfect makeup streaked, her lawyer avoiding her gaze. She tried to speak, but I didn't let her. Silence was the final insult. What words could matter now? She had lost everything she thought she could steal. Worse, she realized she had never really known me at all. I walked away, each step measured, unhurried. I could still hear her laughter from earlier, the cruel, greedy sound. But now it belonged to me. It would haunt her, not me. An estate, untouched, protected, a fortress of memories she'll never touch. Justice isn't loud. It's quiet, precise, inevitable. As I closed the chapter on Claire Turner, I felt no regret, only clarity. She played with fire. I burned her with silence.